Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be talking about fender liners or wheel well liners, the inner liners, the rears. Now all the Rams did not come with the fender liners. Third and fourth gens didn't have the full liners in from factory. Some of them came with these, some of them did not. It was an option, but it's always a good idea to add these in. Some of these only had half of a fender liner, kind of. They look like these. Would just fit back of the bed here, or the wheel well. That didn't really cover anything. That just stopped the whatever wheel is throwing from going back into the bumper or back half of the truck. So you want to get these full wheel liners in. Always a good idea to put these in, especially being where I'm at in the Midwest. That totally protects it. Otherwise the tire throws everything right into the bed, and in a few years they end up rusting up here. I've seen many of them rust up here or even back here, just because there's no liner. There's nothing from stopping the salt, mud, dirt, what have you, going in there. This particular Ram is a 3rd gen Ram, and I put these liners in. These liners are actually out of a 4th gen, the 2013 1500. You can buy these aftermarket, even from Dodge or Ram, actually now, a dealer. But the problem is that I think they only have the left or the right side, I believe that's only available. But either way, if you can get a hold of those also fit. You can work the left side into a right side, vice versa, right into a left. It does not matter, they fit anyways. I should have done a video before I put these in, but I did not. I just wanted to get it done to protect this truck throughout the winter. They are available aftermarket through Rough Country. I think there's a couple of other companies that are making them. On the 4th gens, these pieces that fit the back of the wheel well here, they can actually stay in. They will stay in. All the 4th gens have those. Some of them will have those and the full liner. But if you end up putting the full liners in, those can stay where they're at, so you can do both. On the 3rd gens, it's either or. On the 4th gens, they actually support the bottom of the bed or the wheel well back here, so they're bolted in. Again, what they sell is actually for a 4th gen. That's all they're listed for. But they do fit the 3rd gens. Obviously, I have a 4th gen on this 3rd gen Ram here. Fairly easy. You got to do some trimming. The best way is, so you can see here where the fender liners mount. Even on the 4th gen and 3rd gen in the bed, the holes are in the same spot. There's one here and there's one here. Both of those will line up. Rest of your screws are in the wheel well here. They go across here on the edges, and that's what holds the liner in. It's easy to figure out what you need to trim. I have an old liner here. Obviously that's not the correct one. This is for the front that I've saved from another project. But what you want to do is put that liner in there. It's not the correct liner. Otherwise it should have 2 holes in the back where those mount to. So you want to line up those holes, and then what you want to do is just go off the outer edge here. Take a marker and just mark the outer edge all the way across here, and that'll give you what you need to trim off. Once you have that line marked, you can just take a grinder, something like this, with a cutting wheel on it, and just cut the outer lip off. So all the trimming is done on the outside of the lip, on the liner here, just to get it to fit. This one obviously I've saved for another project, so it's been cut already. Again, it's for the front anyways, just for an example. So once you have that trimmed, you can line that right up in there. Put your 2 screws in, one here and one back there, and it should fit in the wheel well. Then you can mark where the factory holes are. You can take a marker or paint stick or what have you, and drill some holes in the liners. And the liners that you buy will come with hardware, with screws like this and a clip. And that's what's going to hold your liner in. So once you have your holes marked on the liner, you could drill the holes, put these clips in, and that screw will go right through that and hold it in that clip. So that'll go right through the edge of the bed here, or the wheel well, and that's what holds the liner in. The 4th gens wheel liners for the rears will fit the 3rd gens. You cannot find these aftermarket or even through the dealership. You cannot find them for the 3rd gen, but if you can get them for the 4th gens, they will fit, they will work. These are original from Dodge. They came on a 4th gen, and they fit perfect on a 3rd gen here, as you can see. Again, you don't have to trim them from the bottom as much as I did, but if they're from a 4th gen, you do have to trim the bottom. They're a little longer here. I ended up trimming them here, but I ended up trimming here, being that I have a helper springs on this particular truck. Otherwise, this would hide the whole spring and everything down to here. But if you don't have the helper springs, obviously you don't have to do that. Hopefully that helps somebody out, answers somebody's question. If the 4th gen or 3rd gen fit, they are the same, they will fit. Thank you for watching.